One day they'll patch the buoy glitch.
One day, but not today.
Remove Hero, Brian.
Why am I imagining it? But it's like it's like the Sims 3 patch note videos, like you know the one I'm on about, but it's like the Calamus patch notes. Go ahead, Dave.
I need that.
Boui will no longer have the option to try with baby with the Grim Reaper.
I mean, with how much her and with how much her and Zahor's relationship is going, I mean, it's definitely kind of going that way.
I mean, Zahor loves Boui in the sense that he thinks she's hilarious for how gutsy she is for talking to him the way she does. No one else does it, and he fucking loves her for it.
So
He's like, oh my god, thank God, someone doesn't treat me like a god. Thank God.
But you are God.
I mean,
Kenneth is just like, I'm terrified of him. This stuff could kill me in 3 seconds. He's the bane of why everything I know is terrible. Hi, stream. And I can't stand it with him. If I don't get on his good side now, I'm gonna die 7,000 more times.
Haha, what god?
And Bowie's like, haha, God go burr.
I mean, also to be fair,
Bowie's just like,
go on.
Bowie's just like, it's not my problem. If I die, I go back with family. It's cool. It's cool.
I see no other god aside from me.
I mean, to be fair as well, Alena did kind of tell Zahor to grow up when they were all talking that one time. She told him, she literally said, she says you're a god, but what you're doing is wrong. I don't care. Like, she follows God, but she's also like, there's a moral high ground here. So she kind of told Zahor to grow up.
So honestly, at this point, it's just a roll of the dice. Who is going to say something just slightly, like a slight side remark to Zahor, and that's going to be the end of Kenneth. It's not going to be his own doing. It's going to be somebody else's.
My money's on Darius.
Yeah, no, same. And if it's not Darius, it's Brook when she's drunk.
And if it's not Brook, it's Boui. And if it's not Boui, then somehow it's Alena.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
If it's not Boui, it's Bowie's when she's high off of mushrooms.
You say that, but how do we know it's not Darius high on ED drugs?
God
Why would
fucking
he need that?
damn it.
Why would he need that? That's the real question.
We're not even...
For the joke, that's why.
Oh god, train.
Yes, Peach.
Nothing. JT, speak real quick.
Hello.
Okay, cool. Your volume is perfect. Oh yeah, it's right. It's at 200%. That's why.
His last episode.
Lois, speak.
Okay, well,
Hello.
I'm serious this time when I say I fixed my mic, so if you have audio issues again, I'm just gonna...
Hit. Speak, but please, for the love of God, don't blow up my eardrums.
Ooh, woo, motherfucker.
Talk normally.
No, I'm just gonna, yeah.
Not gonna...
This is...
Or
I didn't
talk.
think this part through.
Wait, what?
Talk.
Yes.
Talk.
Yes, I am talking
Okay. Jessica, speak.
I am speaking, and I know I'm probably going to end up dead in the next 24 hours because of this campaign.
I'm glad you know.
This is a threat.
Lois.
I'm sorry my character is the type where he's like, okay, I'm going to get myself killed. Peace.
The way Lois cackled in the background, and the way it was like so perfectly like slightly muted where you could tell they were laughing in the background. That was perfect.
Jess, with the conversation we had earlier, I think you just dying constantly is just a you thing in general.
Yeah, we don't talk about me in Minecraft and how
we're talking about you in Minecraft.
Anyways, so welcome motherfuckers to Calamus. We've been here for 4 minutes already. Wow, look at that. New record. We've actually gone on track in... Usually we start sometimes an hour later because time is a thing that we forget. But we're actually here on time.
We aim for 5 to 10 minutes, and then afterwards, that's whatever happens.
Yeah. But we're here. I think all of us in some way here are queer. So therefore...
No, I'm not. I'm straight.
Anyway,
Is your girlfriend now?
Yeah.
But so
Lois, do we have art to share?
yeah, I'm going to on it,
Go
Mom.
faster.
Don't
Go
pressure
faster.
him, okay?
I'm sensitive. I want to just give a quick recap from last session. So last session, not much did happen. We lured in with the wizard, which I cannot remember myself, even though I literally put it as the title of the last episode. But you know what? I have about as many brains as I have brain cells, which is a whole 1. Don't question it.
Is that where my brain cell went?
Yeah, sorry, man. I have to borrow it for this. I'll give it back.
You need to tell me.
Once I'm done the recap and the artwork, I'll give it back to you. Don't worry. Anyway,
Wait, Jess, I thought you stole mine last time. Where'd you put it?
Apparently Lois took it.
oh shit. Anyway, it's like Chinese whisper, but with brain cells. Anyway, so we kind of all sat down, had food. Alena was outside for a bit. She was drawing. Forgot the passage of time was a thing. Was like, oh, what time is it? Oh, it's dark.
Oh, it's dark.
Oh, it's dark. She went. Her and Boui went back down. Dravus, thank you, Dravus. I was like, it's not Darius, that's close, but not it. It's so similar. But I'm like, what is it? Thank you, Dravus. So they still sat down. They talked for a bit. And Ufaris, the little girl who's the apprentice of
child.
Dravus. Go child, yes, I love them. She told us a story about the first dragons and how they first ever came to be. And how dragons were like, we're in this world now, bitches. You have to deal with us now.
Dragons be like, sup, motherfuckers, let's burn some villages.
And take some fair maidens.
And then the bard shows up and they all run away scared.
Yeah. Yeah. You just summed up every D&D campaign ever. Everything's fine until the bard shows up.
Thank goodness we don't have a bard in this campaign.
Hey, if Kenneth dies, the bard that I created is actually fairly nice. He just wants to explore.
That's cute. Yeah,
tragic backstory or anything.
No, like I mean, that sounded way worse. I mean, that's genuinely cute because like it's not a yo, I'm a fuck this thing, that thing. If the hole's a goal kind of bard.
I mean, he wouldn't mind if he found somebody, but that's his main goal. His main goal is just like, hey, what's over here? Oh, those people want to kill me? Okay, what's over here?
Hey.
What are you fuckers talking about?
Just
my new character, if need be.
But anyway, I'm gonna open up my docket because there's a lot of artwork today because, again, for anyone who has watched the last stream session, which you probably did, because if you're at this point now and you haven't watched the last one, then, hi, welcome to Calamus.
Sorry.
I took place in art fight. It's actually like the last like 16 hours right now of art fight going on right now as this video is taking place. Yeah, there was a lot of attacks. Let me go switch my scene collection to fan. I got a
all right, let's see if I can remember. So, okay, first one by one of my friends who I have done a bunch of revenge attacks with. They drew Huwain and Alena, and it's absolutely adorable. There's a lot of Alena once again because she's on art fight. So, sorry. But there is luckily some of the other characters as well. At least the other two that are on art fight. Little cute little collab. Well, not really collab. Shit. Okay. JT, I'm so sorry that yours one is next in order. JT made this absolutely beautiful masterpiece that killed me and Kit on a voice call. We died. Like, I think we actually died and went to hell.
Yeah, and then we came back and was like, you know, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, and the thing that killed us was the title as well is Alena looks at werewolves on DeviantArt. Which I can confirm.
I love that so much.
Yep, can confirm. Hide the pain, Alena. Hide it. Just hide it. It's okay. Someone needs eye bleach. Third, I think, in order, because I've just gone through like the thing is one by Cat, which absolutely killed me in work because I was at work when I saw this. Alena versus her uncontrollable lycanthropy, because I can confirm that is just her dream summarized, her nightmare summarized. When you're having a good day, and then suddenly, oh look, PTSD, and you run away from your ominously nearly T-posing werewolf form.
Nearly T-posing, though.
Nearly
Not
T-posing.
T-posing yet. Not yet, by the way.
Not yet. Soon, though.
And instead of T-posing normally, she's T-posing upside down.
Next we go through the order. This is one that Burb got as a request on Twitter by an artist called Kirja, I think is how it's pronounced, of Boui.
Yes.
It's
Hey.
so cute. Look at her. She looks. I love like the confused expression. Like she's like heard someone say some bullshit. She's like, "What the fuck?"
She's just listening to Kenneth talk.
Kenneth
It's a
and
good
Brook.
day when there's Bowie fan art.
There's a good thing when it's anyone other than Alena's fan art.
It's a rare day when it's Darius or who.
Next one is one by someone called Nyx. I can't remember their full name, but again, this is an alpha one. I actually got this actually like 20 minutes before we started. Or before, I don't know, about 1:30 in the morning for me, and like 10 minutes beforehand, I got this. Lucy, this was like perfect timed. Look at her. I love it. Side boob.
Literally, out of any Brandon Rogers quote that is the embodiment of Brook, it's just, I got tits. That's literally Brook's quote.
Okay, next one is another one by Cat. Which is another meme drawing. You're sad. On my way, 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 on my way. New. Gonna give you so much love. I can confirm, if she had control over lycanthropy, this is 100% canon. But she doesn't, so this is not canon yet. But if she did, she would do this.
I love the Blair effect.
I know. Emotional support dog on her way.
Emotional support werewolf.
The emotional support werewolf here to help everyone. I mean, Cake as well. I love the blur. And the great thing about that, because this is like such a meme, I can use this whenever I want to. Anytime anyone's sad, I can just send them this image. The last two are by Max. I left these two to last because they're just so fucking good. We got Boui and Leonidas, guys. We got them. We got them. Look at them. They're doing a hecking hug, and they look at them. They're in love, and they were roommates.
Oh my god, they.
Gay.
It's straight, but you know what? It's still gay.
Wait. So if they had kittens, would they be spotted or striped?
The answer is yes.
Would they create a cheetah or a tiger?
Cane cheetahs, there you go. But like, it's so cute, and I love like the messy shading because it works so well. They cry.
I want to paint Leonidas's nails. So nice ass nails. You know how nice you could get like paint on that?
I'm sorry, but just the thought of just Jess, you strolling up to Moonhella, just sliding them out and goes, "Hey, want a manicure? Free of charge."
You work with your hands all day. It'd be nice to get you like a mani-pedi.
But look at the fluffy boys, the boys and the girls. And I think that's it. Than one more. Let me just double check because there's so much. Like I don't want to miss any. I think I've got through them all. Last one is another one by Max because Max just went on a fucking rampage as well as Cat did. Look. There's one more, but it's a collab as well. I knew I forgot one. Oh well. I'll do that one next week. You can't hide your demons forever. Like she didn't I'm gonna kill myself. Anyway, he didn't get a chance to
Mood.
finish this because of the fact that Art Fight is just so close to finishing. Again, it's like 16 hours now from finishing. But he sent me this, and I literally like, screamed because it's just so good. He said he's probably gonna actually clean this up and finish it at some point, but he just can't now. But it's just,
I like the roughness of it.
I
It
do
makes it
like.
look like a dream.
That's a fair point. Honestly, I honestly like to see what he does when he does clean it up, though. It's just so good. Also, one little detail, which is why I zoom in. You can't see a green eye, but there is a slight little slit of a golden eye showing. Which is something I noticed actually quite recently. I was like, oh, details. Look, you guys should know. As an artist, I'm an absolute.
I guess you could say that the details are in the eye of the beholder.
Oh my god.
Now we jinxed it. Now there's gonna be a beholder.
Oh
Not
my
yet.
god.
I just
Don't-
came back to that one pun and now I want to leave again.
You know what?
Mood.
Fair enough. But yeah, recap. We left off. I think everyone was just sat down at the table, weren't we? I don't think anyone had really gone anywhere. I think we were all just still just sat down at the table.
Man, I thought we
Yeah,
were heading
no,
back to the rooms.
Yeah, the session ended as dinner was ending. Like everyone was going back to the bedroom. Or
Okay. Wherever they're gonna go.
something like that.
Yeah, I think it was like just about the end. Yeah. Because we had the story. I think that was about it. Man, we're great at remembering things, guys. We got such a good memory.
Right? It's
Like, I
almost
just
like it
know-
should be my job as a DM, and it's almost like the DM should do a proper job of being a DM and actually get prepared for the session. But the DM kind of sucks, so.
Same. Don't worry. Look, we're all. We love you, Peter. You're not a sucky DM, so trust you. Anyway.
See, I just know that Kenneth is just avoiding speaking at all costs after being yelled at once. Because he is socially awkward.
Woo!
Oh, chat, this has nothing to do with Calamus. But if any of you ever go to McDonald's or a fast food restaurant and you yell at your server, I will find out and I will come and eat your knees.
Just the knees.
I'll take your toes.
You'll never walk again.
I'll take out the eyelashes. But only 3 of them. And they're going to be the ones in the dead center.
As someone who yanks at their own eyelashes, it doesn't hurt as much as you think it does.
Same.
Oh, I know. It's just one of those things where it's just
Yeah,
like,
but if you're
okay,
not one
now
of those
it's not
people,
gonna-
it's like one of the most painful things ever.
And even
Well,
if you,
yeah, fair.
even then, it's going to ruin the symmetry of the face. If you just take the ones from like the middle of the eye, it's just not going to look right.
You only do it specifically for
So-
one eye as well.
So who, from when session ended, everyone was still at the kitchen table. We had just finished. I think we were wrapping up towards the end of the night. Ufaris just ended her story about the first dragons and all that, and you guys actually got names to the first story that you heard of Calamus, for the orc and the sun, moon god and goddess. And I think we ended when I think everyone was starting to go to bed for the night.
Yeah, I think everyone's about to get ready to head to
could be
bed,
wrong.
maybe?
If I may, I would like to do something first.
Yeah, go ahead.
As we're all leaving, I would like to walk up to Darius and thank him for his hospitality.
He's just gonna give like a slight nod, and he's like, "It's no problem. Not often that we have visitors here, so when we do have the visitors and they are kind enough to act in the way that you all have, it's all we can do is be hospitable."
Nonetheless, it's still greatly appreciated.
He nods his head in acknowledgement.
With that, I'll bid him good night and return to my chambers.
All right.
Can I quickly do something as well, Peach?
What?
Can I quickly do something as well?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll just. Oh.
Do it.
Pretty much, I'm not retiring to my chambers. Alena's pulling a Boui and she's going outside and sleeping in the cat with the animals.
Okay.
That's about it. That's all.
Okay. What's everyone else doing? I still have a cat, a fish, and a bird to go through.
Early to bed, early to rise.
Makes a Brook loud, spontaneous, and unwise.
Making sure that Brook,
I'll have you know, I am actually very wise.
oof. Making
Kenneth
sure that
has
Brook
input.
selects a room first so that Boui can select the farthest room possible.
Kenneth just leaves with his head down, still socially awkward after being yelled at.
Once everyone else begins to leave, so does Darius and Ufaris. As everyone is going to bed for the night, you kind of just like see two floating hands go around the kitchen, putting plates away into like buckets and scrubbing dishes and everything. One of these floating hands seems to like flicker a bit, like it's not being like focused on entirely. So it's like kind of sometimes it'll go away and the sponge will drop and then it'll reappear, pick up the sponge again, and continue washing. So you can probably tell that that one is probably belongs to Ufaris, while the other one belongs to Darius.
Disassociating hand.
That is a sentence I didn't think I'd ever hear in my life, but I've heard it now, and I can never unhear it.
It's accurate though.
Huh?
It's accurate though.
Disassociating hand. I too am a disassociating hand.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely dead by the end of this episode.
The disassociating hand.
What, JC?
Nothing.
Glad you didn't hear him.
I don't know what he said. What did he say?
I'll tell you later.
No.
Stream. You're gonna have to work for it.
God damn it.
People have to work for my disassociating hand after all.
Oh my fucking god. Alright. So everyone's going to their respective nesting areas, correct?
Right, now I need to have Kenneth make a nest
Pretty much.
eventually.
Yes.
Okay. The motherfucker that texted me earlier knows what they want to do.
Okay.
Go ahead and do me a wisdom check. Or a wisdom save.
Save. Oh.
Actually, no, never mind. I'm a stupid. You already know how to do the thing that you're trying to do.
Yes.
Alright.
I
So
also
you're trying to
like
get the
how I ended up pulling up that. Sorry. Go ahead.
you go first.
Randomly, the poisonous snake thing appeared on my computer, like the stats. I didn't even have to look it up.
Alright. Similar to like what happened last time, you kind of like feel a tingling, pulling sensation at the back of your head, and your head kind of hurts from it, like you have a really bad splitting headache. And you close your eyes to try and make it go away, and when you open your eyes again, you have shrunk, and now you are a snake.
Kind of sighs, being like, okay. I guess this is what my knife's going to be, because he's not going to want to put himself in any more pain, because after being stomped on in the head from Darius, he's just not going to deal with it. So he's just going to be like, okay, let's just see how long this takes. And so he's just gonna slither out and attempt to make his way down to the kitchen because he doesn't sleep. So why not just wander? Because that's what he
Hold
does in all of the other locations that he's ever done. He stays on the roof, and if he's bored, he just goes and wanders.
So I'm gonna post a picture in the mass chat on my laptop side so it wants to load the fucking pictures.
That's a mood.
Build up. You know what, Discord? Go suck a dick. No one likes you. I'm gonna use Skype now.
If it exists.
Now we're gonna go to MySpace.
Okay, so I was dumb and didn't think. I forgot that I had said that there was a bedroom area to the place. So like, it exists. I'm just dumb and didn't make a map section for it. So like, ignore that. But I'm trying to post something. My phone is just going snails.
And that's just a mood.
All right. Okay. So I posted a picture in the maps category. And when you look at it, this is actually the I guess you would call it the living room. Like this is the first room that you guys walk into when you walk into the house. The two more reddish rectangles on the two walls are both fireplaces. Both have cauldrons in them. However, one is smaller than the other. It's just different cauldrons for different things. Those three brown rectangles right there, those are what we call tables. I don't know if you know those exist or not.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's a new invention.
That's impressive. I usually just toss everything on the floor.
I know, right?
I'm colorblind.
I'm so sorry. I forgot. Okay, so JT, the three rectangles in the middle of the room, those are tables.
I'm fucking with you. I think I can see it. We talk about this like the one on the very top and the one on the very far right. Those are both red, right?
Yeah, those are fireplaces. I should have
Okay.
wrote fireplace on them. I forgot.
They're reddish.
Weird.
And those
I forgot.
three ones in this like the center row. They're the tables. To the left of the
Yes.
fireplace. Okay.
Yes. All three tables are covered, like I said earlier when we first entered this house. Those three tables are all covered in books of various sizes. Some are open, some are not. There's a few bottles lying around. Some are like some have corks in them, some are spilled over. Some have been knocked over, but they have corks in them, so like they're not spilling out anywhere. A few jars that have like floating objects in them, like an eyeball or two, a dead lizard, a dead snake, just various wizard things that were just lying around. On the middle table, there's a nice crystal ball. It's just sitting there on its little pedestal. Those colors are close as hell. I'm sorry, I forgot that you're colorblind.
Wow, how dare you?
And then if you see on the far left of the room, there is a kind of like sitting area type thing. It's an oval on your screen, JT, just so you know. It's very close in color to the floor, and I apologize.
At least you're
I'm not black colorblind. I can see the outline.
Okay, I forgot there's an outline there.
It's a faint outline.
I'm
If there
sorry.
was no outline though, that's pretty close to the floor. The outline says it though.
I'm so sorry.
At least you have the numbers over there.
I'm so
What do they
sorry.
mean? Numbers, Mason.
Okay, so this is the original room. Do you remember which way to go to the kitchen?
Isn't that 2A?
I don't know, is it?
Because I remember it was closer to a hallway, but it wasn't directly. Because I'm pretty sure I came down from 4.
No, the one that you came down from doesn't exist because I'm dumb and forgot to draw it.
Oh, so there's no entryway from where I entered?
No, we'll just say you entered from the right behind the sitting spot, like slightly down on that wall where it's resting on. Okay, we're just gonna say you go from there. Okay,
Okay.
listen. I rushed on all these maps as soon as I got home. I worked on these. Ask Lois.
At least I warned you ahead of time. I'm
All right,
sorry.
where are you going? Which one you going to? Which one do you think's the kitchen?
I genuinely think it's 2A.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, we're going
Also,
2A. Posting the
quick
map.
question.
What?
Can he use Mage Hand as a snake?
Huh?
Can he use Mage Hand as a snake? No, never mind. It needs a verbal word. Never mind.
Yeah. All right, so 2A. Just like I had said before, do I need to describe this again? Oh, wait, yep. No, probably for JT. JT, are you able to see what 2A looks like?
Yeah.
I genuinely
Okay.
can't tell if that's being sarcastic.
The red is more pronounced this time.
Okay, cool. All right,
My
so the
worst
two
fear is
red
saying something like
rectangles are
that.
fireplaces.
That's not red.
Huh?
My worst fear is saying something like that and someone telling me, there's no red on this picture.
No, I promise. I try to keep all the fireplaces red or a reddish color, so there's always gonna be some red on all the picture, most of the pictures.
Got it.
All right, so the two fireplaces are red. On the top wall on the right wall, those two are fireplaces, and there's brown rectangles that go all the way around the room. Those are all like cabinet slash tables to prepare food. In the middle of the room, there is that large table where you ate dinner. There's also like a. Do you know how in some like Asian restaurants they that um they'll cook food on your table and there's a heating spot like right there in the
Hot
middle of the
plate.
table where yeah, hot plate, that's what it is. There's basically a hot plate in the middle of the table so that way the food if you're like just picking up what you want to eat while you're eating, it can sit there and still stay warm and continue to cook a little bit. So that's how that is. And like I said before, like the walls are covered in different um types of herbs, flowers, little things that are hanging from the wall, the ceiling. Like this room is like covered in food stuff, utensils, everything. What are you doing?
He's going to use the leg of the table and slither up to the top of it just to get a vantage point, just to see like if they left anything on the table or whatnot.
No, I'm gonna say it's been I'm gonna say I forgot to say it before. We time skipped a little bit to when you started looking around. So by the time that you actually go about and start looking around the house, the either the mage hands themselves have put everything away or they had some help from their masters.
Hmm.
Everything has been put away.
So saying that there's nothing on the table and he doesn't really think anything in the cabinets would be important, he's going to go back to the main area and he's going to slither up on top of the middle table with the crystal ball.
Okay. What are you
Because
doing?
he's just gonna get a closer look at the crystal ball because he's again like this picture this him as like the kid at the sleepover who just can't fall asleep. So they go up to the quote unquote to go to the bathroom and then they just end up wandering for a few minutes.
Well, you look into the crystal ball and you see a snake looking back at you.
Any cool designs on it? Or is it just a basic one?
No, it's just a crystal ball. You see your reflection in it.
He's never seen a crystal ball before, so he's just gonna look at it and gnaw for a couple minutes before.
He's like, what the fuck is this shit? What the hell?
What's this? Why do you need a glass ball?
That's a fire hazard.
That's why there needs to be a blanket over it.
Mm-hmm. No,
So-
that's only if there's could be dark
An open
sunlight on it.
window. Yeah. Is it
Fun fact, chat, if any of you ever get a crystal ball, you have to put a blanket over it or something to block it from sunlight, because otherwise it will burn your house down. Not even joking. If sunlight hits this thing and it reflects onto something that's flammable, your house will burn down. If you have a crystal ball, please cover it up. Or put it in a dark room so it's even more mysterious.
Actually, that is a good question, though. Is there any windows in this area?
Yes, there is. However, they're all covered.
Okay, no, I was just curious. So he's just gonna slither around on the table before realizing, okay, I don't think there's anything here that's standing out. And he's gonna look around over at 50.
That's 5A.
You forgot the line for
Oh
the
no,
A.
there's 50 because I was counting the squares.
So he's gonna look over at that doorway and just like, where does that lead? Like design wise.
A door.
Like, is there anything on the door? Is it just like a beaded door? Like,
It's a wooden. Oh wait, no, I'm a liar. None of these are actual doors. It's an open doorway, but there's like reeds hanging from it. Like all the doorways, none of them have doors. They're just like there's plants hanging from there. Um, so you can't really see into it. There you see some light, like a dim light coming from that room, though.
because I have a feeling that 4 over by 3A is probably the bathroom.
Are you sure?
No, because you never really actually told us what direction that was.
Yeah, I know. Because I didn't make the map until a little bit ago. Shut the fuck up.
So he's gonna slither over to 50.
Oh, if it's 50? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hang on,
And he's gonna
I gotta scroll.
before he actually like goes fully in there, he's gonna like peek under the reed and just look around.
Hey, you know how you went through that one door? It leads to a huge room. All 3 doors there on that wall lead to the same room. It's a giant. Hang on, am I a liar? Hold on, give me a second. No, I'm telling the truth. Okay, cool. They all lead to a very, very large greenhouse. All 3 doors on that side of the room lead to the same greenhouse.
Being curious,
And
he's actually going to slither in fully.
all right. So in the very center of this room, you'll see a green. You'll see a green rectangle. JT might not. JT will just see a rectangle. I'm not sure what color you're seeing, but in the center there is a large flower bed that houses a large tree. This room is quite massive. It's the largest room that you've seen in the house so far. It is a very, very, very large tree. I'm not going to say how tall it is because I suck at just guesstimating numbers on the fly. It's just a big tree.
It's just
Um,
7.
it's just tree.
Just tree.
In the middle of the room, there is a large tree. You see plenty of vines hanging from it. There's mushrooms that are growing along the trunk. Some of them have a faint glow to them, which helps is what some of the light that you saw emanating from this room. Uh, some of them look like they're different species of mushrooms, as they don't all look the same. Then on the edge of the room, you'll see a flower bed that just goes all that wraps around the entire room. JT, you're gonna see just a green. Well, I'm not sure if you're seeing green, but you're seeing a rectangle that looks like a U go around the entire room. That's all one flower bed, and those flower beds are covered in like different shrubbery, like different bushes, some smaller trees, some vines that are kind of like cascading down over the edge and then onto the floor a little bit. And then if you go behind or walk around the tree, you're going to see a pretty decent sized pond that has some fish swimming around in it. They look like your typical koi fish.
Okie dokie. Um,
However,
Hmm.
you know that book, The Rainbow Fish, where didn't want to
it
show
was
scales
shiny.
to anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. These fish are kind of like that. Their scales glow like quite a bit, and they shimmer, make a nice glowing effect to the room. Think of the koi fish from Avatar.
Oh Oh god, that's an old memory.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So he's just gonna slither around the room, look at the plants. He's gonna look at the tree and just
Mhm.
has he seen this type of tree anywhere before?
Roll me a nature check.
Oh fuck.
Or yeah, nature.
Yeah.
That's the wrong prefix.
I forgot the one R.
It's the wrong prefix.
I forgot a letter. It's not the wrong prefix. I just forgot a letter. What the?
Strike number 2.
One moment. I'm being dumb.
In just this moment.
Did I not write down what the hell it is? There it is. I know. 11.
No, you have not.
Seeing as Kenneth doesn't know shit about nature, he's just going to look over at the fish a bit more and just being like, ooh, shiny. Before being like, dude, no, it's a shiny you can't touch. And he's gonna slither out of the room.
All right.
And
You find yourself back into the center room again. Where are you going?
Goes out the fireplace now. I guess 5A, even though I just see 5.
5. Oh man.
Oh no.
Hey Lois, JT, you know how I said I was gonna have to lay in the bed that I made? Yeah.
Yeah, I do know of that.
Yeah. All right, you walk into a very, very massive library. All 4 rectangles in the middle of that room are covered in books. There's even piles of books laying on the ground. The large rectangle on the bottom wall of this room is a massive fireplace. And there's even 2 more large bookcases that are on either side of it that go from the floor to the ceiling, full of books. There's a large red carpet on the ground, and then there's two sitting chairs, and then a love seat between them.
Kind of gives flashbacks from Zahor's library. He's gonna slowly slither in, just listen around, see if he hears anything before going to look at the fireplace, being like, why is it so big? This is comedically big. And
Once you get within 10 feet of this fireplace, it ignites and lights itself.
he jumps back as much as a snake could jump back. And he's just like, okay, stay away. Fire bad. And
There's
he's
not a
going,
gate in front of this fireplace either, by the way, so it's like you could walk into it.
again, that just even sets off his panic alarm even higher. Because last time he's seen a big enough fireplace you could walk into, it was not a fun time. So he's gonna look at the giant bookshelf next to it, but definitely keeping his space between him and the fireplace.
Mhm.
And he's gonna read whatever covers he could kind of see, or the little spines, see if anything stands out, or if anything looks out of place. If one book is surprisingly completely dust free, while the ones next to it are covered in it, or if it's slanted weirdly or whatnot.
So are you taking a moment to actually look over and look at these the bindings to see what the names are?
Yeah. Or at least from
Alright,
what he could see from his height.
go ahead and roll me investigation, I'll say.
Investigation. That is +5. +23.
Okay, damn it. Hey, look, it's the bed I made. Oh man. Alright. Well, I should have seen this coming. Alright. There is a variety of titles to the books that you can see anyway. Like after a certain height, you can't see it anymore. You're just like, I see there's books up there. I don't know what they say.
I'm
But
sure the
from
book
the
is and a bird.
exactly. But from the vantage point of your snake form, as you're looking up, you see some are like non-poisonous mushrooms of Calamus and how to use them. Poisonous herbs, how to use them. Some are more plant related, then you see some are like how to tame certain species of reptiles, how to tame mountain goats, uh how to avoid, and then the lettering is kind of smudged out because it's like old, so you're not really sure what that one says. And it's just more and more like that. Like this one seems more used, and you could probably tell that these books are probably more for Ufaris.
What book looks the oldest?
Oldest is in the most worn out.
I guess, or like you know how like old books just have a look to them? Like sometimes they're like an off color sometimes.
They all seem very not very old, but like they're pretty aged. Like they've all been used many times. They've been sitting there for a bit. They've collected they would collect dust, but you can tell that the binding has that rough edge to them. As you can tell, like they've probably been bumped a few times, thrown, dropped. Like they've all the ones that you can see look like they've been used very, very well.
Okay, so Kenneth is going to do his best to slither up to the one with the smudged writing, just because it's smudged. He's curious, so he's just going to try and find the cover of it.
So what are you trying to do?
With the one that's like how to avoid and then smudged writing, he's going to try
Yeah.
and slither up to like see if he can just read the cover of it.
All right, so you're trying to pull it out of the bookcase so you can read it more?
It's not working too well as a snake, but like he's trying to like I don't know how full the shelf
Oh,
is.
okay. I'll
So
say that you're able to get the closer you get to it, you are able to get a better look at it. So you're able to get a good idea of what it says. You're pretty sure it's something along the lines of some kind of predator, like how to avoid um predators of Calamus or something like that. It's something to do with predatory animals. You're pretty sure.
if a snake could chuckle, he would have chuckled and been like, I should have found this forever ago. From his height, can he sit there on top of the fireplace?
Do you want to do the acrobatics check?
I just realized I probably should have done most of these checks through the snake one. Well, actually.
The fireplace is very large. It's tall. It's tall enough for the tallest person in your party to walk into.
Cough, cough, Darius.
When I say the fireplace is massive, it's very, very large. Penelope could walk into it.
15?
I want to say it takes you quite a few tries, especially with the fireplace having been ignited, so it's a little bit warm as you're trying to get up this thing. Eventually you are able to figure out that you can use the bookcases on either side to climb your way up, and you are able to get up on top of it.
Is he able to see anything while up at this advantage point?
On top of the fireplace or in the room?
On top of the fireplace, like, is there anything up there?
There's a few bags that look about as big as you are, as your snake form. One of them has like a hole in the bottom of it, and you can tell like, it's some kind of powder. It looks kind of like gunpowder in a way, but you don't think it is because it doesn't smell like it.
He's gonna slither around the top, see if like there's just anything that might be like, ooh, shiny. And if he doesn't see anything, he's just gonna look out like from the top of it to get like a wide view of like maybe like if you could see like the top of the other bookshelves.
You're trying to see if you can see the top of the bookshelves.
He's getting a bird's eye view as a snake.
So you're trying to see if you can see the top of the bookshelves.
More or less, yeah.
You cannot.
Hmm.
When I say the library is massive, I mean from where you are, you can see ladders that someone would have to use to get to the top of these bookcases. It's a very large library. There's so many books in here. If one person was locked in here, they'd never be able to read all these books in a lifetime. Alena might be able to. These bookcases are packed with books, and there's more books on the ground in piles.
Okay. Should I just be nice and be like, is there anything that would suit his interest in here so I know? Can we stay in here for another 10 minutes?
Are you looking for anything specific?
He's always looking for answers to the daggers in Zahor. And like the sister and the tree on his hand and everything. The skull.
Skull.
I remember when they were in the place where he had Boui work on trying to get the cloak better. It's the skull, it's like the dagger through the head. And I think there was horns on it.
Yeah, okay. No. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. There's so many books in here. I can't tell you how long it would take you to look through all these bookshelves to see if you could find something that has anything to do with any of those. You don't see anything.
Okay.
It doesn't immediately catch your eye anyway.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna be nice and I'm gonna have him go back to the main room then. Because
Okay.
because I know if he looked at all of these quote unquote books like skimming and didn't see anything that catches eye, nothing else in the room would.
All right, what else you doing?
Well, now he's going to. Wait, isn't there a trap door somewhere?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, first he's gonna look through the doorway over by 2A, because the unmarked one over by 45.
Oh, that's the entrance to the house.
Oh, okay.
Also, you are right. The entrance 4A is the bathroom.
Yay. What's the layout correct? So with that, nosy ass Kenneth is going to like first attempt to peek out a window just to see, okay, what time is it roughly?
You are unable to do that. The windows have boards in front of them. It's not boards. They're more like just
Panels.
yeah. It's just like they've closed and locked the windows for the night to let no light come in. It doesn't
Okay.
really. It's not like there's. You can tell it's probably not there to keep light from coming in. It's probably to keep unwanted attention to the house or something.
So it's like a window shutter.
Yes.
Okay. So since he really doesn't know what time of day it is, he's just gonna slither around and look for that trap door, just be like, I'm gonna poke my head through and hope I don't die.
Do you want to roll perception?
Sure, why not?
Then do it.
He doesn't find it, it's an 8.
You do not find it. You're correct.
So with that, and knowing, okay, nothing in this house really suits his interest, and as a snake, he can't really get outside to go sit on the roof, and knowing that there's animals on the roof that would probably eat him as a snake, he's just gonna make his way back to the bedrooms.
Okay. Are you gonna do anything else?
No, his adventure was unproductive.
Okay, I'm gonna have a little time skip then to the morning. I know that Burb said that Bowie is in the bedroom doing their morning rituals. What is everyone else doing?
Kenneth is just staring at the ceiling because he doesn't understand beds. He understands them, but he's like, okay, it's soft. Now what? And that's pretty much, that was him sleeping all night, just staring at the ceiling. He looks bored out of his mind.
I'm going to call on someone.
I'm just sitting in my bed, enjoying the fact that we're not sleeping outside in a lumpy bedroll.
Do
Darius.
you think that you would be used to it?
Well, doesn't mean you have to enjoy it.
Fair.
I got used to my job. I didn't like it.
Fucking mood. Oh my god.
I got used to the 14-hour shifts over the 4th of July. I didn't like it.
You had a 14-hour shift on the 4th of July.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Anywho, so what else go before it turns me complaining about my job again?
All right, kids, what are you doing? Get off Instagram.
A, stop calling me out. B, there are people in my house, so like loud noises and distractions.
Mm-hmm.
It's still the same night, right?
No, it's in the morning.
Morning? Okay, I thought so. Well, obviously I'm waking up and scaring the shit out of Bowie.
Bowie's already awake.
Fuck. I go to scare her, and I'm like, wait a fucking second. And then
Yeah. Bowie is doing their morning ritual.
Damn it.
What do you want?
Nothing. I don't want to interrupt you. I mean, I was gonna interrupt. Shit. Hold on.
You were going to interrupt me.
No, I mean, like, hold on for.
Oof. Alright.
Okay, now background noise is done.
Okay.
I was gonna interrupt you sleeping, but you're not sleeping, so I'm not interrupting you now. I am interrupting you, but like not intentionally this time. Like, okay, you get what I mean. I think, right?
Be glad that we are guests in the house, and be glad that there isn't a loose tree trunk nearby. And Blue's just gonna return to kneeling beside her bed and praying again.
Brook just does a thumbs up even though Bowie doesn't see it. And then turns around.
Oof.
I get such strong bow vibes from Kit. Not Kit. Brook.
Like Bo Burnham.
No. Kit
Beauregard,
knows who
I
I'm talking
imagine.
about.
I do know who you're talking
Yeah,
about, and I'm
Beauregard.
not going to. Yeah.
I was about to say, if you
She's
think
based
Brooke
off
is
her,
like
isn't she?
Bo,
Her design was partially based off of, yeah, like the general
I thought
vibe.
so.
Yeah.
I thought so. Every now and then when you speak, I'm like, that is such a Beauregard responds to things. It's like every now and then I'm like,
Okay, no, the personality is
sus.
genuinely a coincidence, though.
What were you saying, JT?
Okay, well now I'm saying I must not be too into Mighty Nine because Brook and Bowie seem different as night and day. Because
It's
both
like
seem
it's
so
a,
similar to
Really?
Brook,
it's a
like,
few small moments that happen.
it seems
It's
like
Every
Brook
now and then
can't
I'll get the
keep
sense.
Brook down. Maybe because they're talking about chaotic rather than morality or actions.
Every now and then Brooke will do something that just like that is something Bo would do. 100% that's something they would do or say.
Yeah, I think that's just me not watching enough Crunchyroll to know that. I'll
Yeah.
take your word for it.
You've probably watched more than I have though.
I've watched like 4 episodes, one of which was
Oh, never
Vox
mind.
Machina.
Anywho, I'm just gonna like look around, and see if there's like if I could find Ufaris or Darius and ask him if there's anything I could do to help out in the morning.
Do you want to go look for them?
I'm gonna look for them.
All right. Go.
Oh boy. So
What
which
perception?
Oh gosh.
Okay,
Never said I
so
was
if you're
smart.
looking at the maps, if you're looking at the maps in the map category, uh the door that you come out of, scroll up to the first one I made. The door that you come out of is on the same wall as the entrance to the house. It's on the other side of the couch.
All right.
The couch is the green circle,
Green
in
circle.
case you weren't paying attention.
All right. So I come out of that room.
No, not that door specifically. I was dumb and forgot to put the bedroom door.
Ah,
So we're just gonna say that the door to the bedrooms is on the same wall as that.
got it.
Yep.
All right. Do I
Which door do
see?
you think it is? No, you don't see either of them.
Okay. I'm 6 feet. So which room am I currently in? Sorry, I like spaced out for the
You're in the
split
middle
second.
room.
All right.
Here,
Thank you.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's just a lot of these.
Click on the thing that says middle room.
Okay, there. Oh shit. I just go. Okay. So I just came out of the room that's on the same like side as the couch.
Yes.
All right. I'm just gonna turn left and hope for the best. 2-way.
So you're going into 2A?
Yeah. Assuming that's yeah.
Do you want to know what you find behind door number 2?
What?
Ufaris.
Yes!
You
First
found
try.
the kitchen.
Yo, that's the kitchen. Okay.
Kitchen is 2A. If you just scroll down to the next picture.
Yay! Hey. Is there anything I could do to help?
Oh man, I forgot Ufaris. I have to talk now.
Yay.
Damn it. You walk into the room and you see her just kind of like going around the room. Her mage hand is doing its own thing. It's helping her with some little tasks. And when you enter the room, she looks up at you and smiles and says, "Good morning. Um, I don't think so, but if you want to stay and like talk about something, you can." I think I got it.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Sure. I haven't talked to new people in a while.
So how'd you sleep last night?
Pretty well. Well enough that Boui woke up before me.
Is that normal?
Normally I wake up first. I wake her up in the most horrid way possible, and then she tries to kill me.
Why do you do that? if she doesn't like it.
I don't know. It's just kind of a funny routine between us, I guess. If she really didn't want me to keep waking her up, she would sleep somewhere else entirely. Well, most of the time. This time we're different, but most of the time we're rooming together, so.
I mean, yeah, I understand that. I can't really do that to Darius. Uh, I used to do that when I was little, with some of my family members, but I don't live with them anymore, so obviously I can't do that.
Yeah. Speaking of which, why are you here anyway? Just kind of just in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I live here with Dravius because he um well, I'm learning from him. He's my teacher. I'm his apprentice. I want to be able to be a wizard one day. And he needed an apprentice and he showed up where I lived when I was younger, and my family wanted me to be able to do things, so they said that I could go with him.
That's that's pretty nice. So,
Mhm.
yeah, you get to live out. You get to do what you want to do. Live out your dreams, I guess.
Right now I just do chores and stuff. I know some magic, but it's not a lot. I I have a lot to learn before I can actually like do magic that he does. It's it'll take a while, but it's fine. I'm a furbolg. We live for a really long time, so it's fine.
Huh. I mean, look at it this way as well. You know a lot more magic than I did when I was your age.
What did you know?
Just like one, really. It was just because genasi, like water genasi, we just inherently know a few.
Oh, like what?
Um, oh, the little control water thing I did, the other night.
You know how to do that when you're little? You don't have to practice or anything?
No, it's just kind of a genetic thing, I guess.
Well, that's cool. Wish I could do that.
Yeah, but as I said, I didn't learn any other magic after that for a very long time.
I mean, well, that's still cool though. Like there's a lot of things you could do with that though. Like you can make rainbows because like water and sun make rainbows. Like you can make your own little rainbows. Um, if it was hot, you could be your own sprinkler or something. I don't like that's pretty cool though.
Fair point, yeah. And also just kind of do it whenever it's gonna be like, hey, look at this cool party trick thing I can do. Go away,
Give me
thunder.
a second. I'm trying to load something.
Wait,
No,
shit,
give me yeah,
I wasn't muted.
make the thunder go away. Bring it to me. Give it to me. I love thunder
Okay,
because it has lightning with it.
that's a fair point.
Give me a second. I'm trying to load something. It's just my laptop has decided that it wants to load extreme. One day it will decide to load, and I can't continue until it loads. Why didn't I load it before we started? Good question.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why won't it load? It's not even storming anymore.
Oh.
My internet should be fine.
Meanwhile, to fill up the space of you loading, when she was saying all of that and Brooke was like, oh, I could do tricks and everything, all I could think about was Aang from Avatar, where he does a little thing with like the little ball.
Oh my
I'm trying to
gosh.
find the gif of it, but I can't find the gif of it.
I can do this. I know exactly what you're talking about. It makes it even better when you remember that he does that well into his adult life.
Yep.
It has decided to load.
Today's a good day.
She's just gonna smile as she listens. Can I show you something that I can do?
Sure, I don't see why not.
She's gonna grin and she's gonna hold out her right hand, and you watch as three balls of light appear in her hand, and she moves her fingers around, and as she does, the balls of light kind of like dance between her fingers, going back and forth and doing like little patterns.
It's really pretty.
I can't really do big spells that are kind of useful. Like most of my spells probably wouldn't be really useful for an adventurer. They don't really do anything. So like if I got into a fight, I would be helpful. Um, I can do stuff outside of battle and stuff like that.
I think that's just as useful. I mean, all spells have their uses.
Yeah, guess so. I mean, not I don't guess, like I know so, because like that's what I'm studying for and all that.
Yeah. Hey, quick question. What
Hmm?
small animals do you like? Do you like?
Um, I I heard in what's it called? The place that you're all from. What is it called?
Magia.
Magia. I heard in Magia there's these cats that they're called like Maine Coon, I think.
Oh,
I've
Maine
never
Coons. They're
seen one
very, very
before.
fluffy. I love them.
I've,
Well, you're about to see 8 of them, and I cast Conjure Animals.
he just goes, wait, what? And then there's just a Maine Coons in the kitchen, and it's you literally the squeal that comes from her is literally the squeal of a child who just got a cat for Christmas. And she's just losing her mind, and just
No.
starts petting them as many as she can. And at one point she just stops and holds one and like is gently petting it. She's like, I she can't even talk. She's just so excited and happy.
I'm glad you like
You
them.
know how sometimes when you're petting a cat and it's just like an overwhelming feeling of happiness and you can't quite open your eyes?
Yeah.
That.
Oh, it's not.
Lois, yes.
Well, they're my animals, so they're well behaved. Ha!
Really?
Please? I beg?
Huh?
I beg? Please, let them behave?
No, I was just saying, like, I'm not gonna do anything, but like,
I
they're
was like,
yours. Are you really sure they behave? Are
I
you,
mean, it's a
you
fair
are
point.
you really sure?
We just it up along in the same sentence. Okay, okay, I get it. Shut
Do
it.
you though?
Uh,
Here, hang on, I have an email for this.
Uh-oh. Shut. But yeah.
Oh, I can do something else. Can I show you? I just remembered.
Of course. I pick up one of the cats and I start petting it. It's like Penelope's
You
probably
have to
gonna get
close
mad
your
at me
eyes.
later. Alright. I close my eyes while the cat's still like in my arms.
All right, after a moment, you hear her giggling as she's doing something, you're not really sure what. And she's like, "Okay, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Open your eyes."
I open them.
You see yourself.
Brooke just stands there for a second, contemplates what she's gonna say. You can see her like start saying something, then she decides against it. um. Yeah, that was going through my
She's taller by 1 foot, so she's still shorter than you. This form of you is still much shorter than you are, but she has turned herself into exactly what you look like.
like a
She
mini
looks
me.
extremely happy with herself.
You're like a little mini me. I love it.
She's just grinning. I actually, this is one of the newer spells I learned. It's called Disguise Stealth. I don't actually get the chance to use it very often, so like I'm actually real surprised I did it right.
I think you did it splendidly.
He's just gonna grin. Thank you.
Shit, hold on.
Yeah, I need you to know that something I've been obsessed with recently on TikTok is if any of you know who he is, there's a person on TikTok. It's a girl, and she has a bird. His name is Kiku, and I would die for him.
That is fair. I have no idea who you're talking about, but based on the name alone, I would also die for him.
Cool. Fucking love that bird.
But yeah. Quick question: how close are you to being done with your chores here, and how long does that last?
What do you mean? Like here in the kitchen or here in like
In the
general?
kitchen, in the kitchen specifically.
Um, I'm almost done. I was just gonna get some breakfast ready, but usually just for morning stuff, I do some like some fruit stuff. I wasn't really gonna cook anything since I cooked a lot last night.
All right. How long does this last?
What do you mean?
Like, how long does this disguise self work? Like,
Let me check.
the main
Oh,
coons are going to be here for an hour.
Oh yeah, no, that's how long my thing lasts.
Perfect.
Why? And you
But-
you can see like there's a glow in her eye. She's excited for whatever you
Brook has a really wide grin and just goes, "Are you a fan of shenanigans?"
Yeah, duh. What are we
Well,
gonna
it's
do?
so first of all, do you have any taller shoes?
I could probably look.
I'm like looking for a second. I'm like, hmm. Actually, no. This will still work. This is perfect. All right. Once you get done within the hour, I think we should try and find some of my party members.
If you help me, it could probably go by faster, and we could do it faster.
I was thinking the same thing, and I'm gonna help her out.
All right. So I'm gonna jump to somebody else while this is happening. What is Darius doing?
I'm gonna get up and just explore the house quietly. Try not to disturb anyone. I'm gonna do that thing that we've all done, or maybe I'm just weird. Where we poke our head into a room carefully. If we see someone in there, we sort of look around as if we were just paying attention to the room and then walk back out.
All right. Do you know what room you want to check out first?
Ideally, the ones I haven't been in yet. I'm not gonna
Yeah, but
basically
what
send
order?
you a description. Left to right.
There's one room in the
Like a Brook.
house. There's one room in the house that no one's been in yet.
On my behalf, I did try.
50. 50.
Oh, that's the giant greenhouse.
Oh, actually, it's 50. Ha! Got it.
No, it's 50. It's
Oh,
how
really?
big the room is. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. I just
Each
chose.
square, you can't see it. But on the middle room, you can see like the squares because I drew it on grid paper. Each square is 5 feet.
Actually, I want to go into the other 5 room.
Okay,
Yeah,
so 5A. That's the
Yeah.
giant library room.
Books. That's time for that. I'm gonna look around because libraries are fun, but I'm gonna exit and move upwards to 4A, then 3A.
Um, 4A is the bathroom. When you look into the doorway, all you see is the long hallway that then curves to go into the bath area. 3A is actually a room that none of you have been in yet.
I will go in.
Here you go. You could the moment you walk in, you can tell this is the wizard's personal, what's it called? Laboratory, study room, all that. You walk in, I just realized that all of those are the same color. I apologize.
I'm also going to apologize. Feel free to finish your description, but I'm not poking around. I'm not gonna go into someone's like private chambers.
All right. When you walk in the room, immediately across a bit from you, you see a large table. To the right of you is a large table, and then a smaller one. Between those two, there is the long one on the right wall is a fireplace, and then the one on the other side of the room is another table. All of them have books, jars, bottles, stuff like that. And then on the other side of the room, there's a door. This one actually has a door on it.
I think it's safe to assume that's Darius' room. I'm not gonna go and watch him sleep, tempting though it is.
Hey, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna finish looking around the house.
All right. Well, you go through all the other rooms. You see the Well, you don't see the kitchen yet. You see the greenhouse room. You've seen the fire. You've seen the library. You've seen the bathhouse. Now you've seen this one, and you find yourself back into the middle room.
I'm gonna go take a walk in the greenhouse.
All right. So are you doing you're just taking a walk? You're not doing anything specific?
No, just relaxing.
All right. Would you like me to jump to somebody else?
Yes.
Okay. Thought so. Wow, Lois. Great timing. It's your turn. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you. While you were gone, aliens invaded and currently everyone's being brainwashed. You have to save everybody.
Joke's on them. My brain's already clean.
Oh my God, JT. Swear to God.
Alright, I'm alive.
Joke's on you. I already played Cold War.
My fucking God.
Alena, you've got a job to do.
Oh no. No. JT, don't do this to me.
Oh no, McKinley, no.
Oh fuck. Oh god, give me a second, let me... I literally just have to like rush back from the toilet because, yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry. It's like tradition that I have to go to the toilet at least once every session for some reason because my sleep schedule is so fucked that this is like the equivalent of like midday for me.
Fair. Darius is secretly a druid.
Oh no.
Dude, that would be
That's...
such a like a what's it called?
Plot
Fuck.
twist.
When something unexpected, yeah, plot twist.
And it's not a secret anymore, that way that you said it.
Oh, I don't know. It's not my character.
Alright, I put in text play the fact that she's kind of like feeding the animals because again I slept outside because being indoors is uncomfortable. So she's probably, I imagine within the time, made sure the fact that Gizmo's eaten. Goddamn McKinley. Gizmo's eating grass because what else is there around? And I imagine she's probably gone out and done like hunting, like just things like rabbits, mice, voles, whatever. There's small rodents for the other three.
Okay.
We have three others? Yeah, we have three others because Taxel, Kintry, and Penelope.
Alright. At any point, do you decide to go into the house?
What she got? Probably.
Once you finish what you're doing, of course. Like the
Yeah.
hunting and all that.
Yeah, simple, easy. Make sure that they're all fed. Make sure they're all happy. Make sure the fact that Penelope's not going to try and kill some goats and absolutely get murked by the other goat for it.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
She might actually gonna like, just kind of like, she doesn't usually like look at her gear because she doesn't really need to because she's kind of like put it all in one place and then just never needed to touch it again kind of thing. She's never really had any reason to go into her stuff. But I remember there's something that Bird bought for my character and left it in there. So she's going to, as she's going to rummage in her stuff, make sure she's got everything, make sure that nothing's like no one's like going, ooh, mine now. She's gonna just. We all have that one friend who just
3 times.
we have that one friend who just goes, "Oh, that's mine now." She's just gonna find the silver chain that was placed in her gear. She doesn't know who placed it there. I know, I have a character. She doesn't know in character.
Oh yeah, like the giant fuck off chain that they had in the
blacksmith that they
the
got from the
chapel.
They got from the mute blacksmith. Back. Just opening Dr. Pepper.
Wait, which chain?
Back
I
at
thought the chain that they put in there was the one that they got from the werewolf fight.
No, the one that Boui bought a silver chain from the mute blacksmith back at Quickburn.
Did she?
Yeah. She bought 2 silver weapons and a silver chain.
Oh, okay.
I remember
Jessica, I need you to know that you just scared the fuck out of me with that emote. There's the house that I'm in. That emote is used a lot, and I thought I misclicked.
I'm not sorry. You're the next one.
She's gonna just see it. Pause. Not really look, kind of just look around, make sure no one's around. and just very hastily bury it under a bunch of the shit that she's got in her cart. Under whatever. Before...
Wow.
Look, it's trauma. She doesn't like being reminded. She wants to hide it.
Hey, look, a present. Oh.
What did Santa give you? Oh, fuck.
Santa can go fuck himself.
Santa got me PTSD, my favorite.
Not cold, but something far worse.
Oh god. Before, yeah,
I
because
can't say what I was thinking.
because of the fact that I live in the terrain that we're in, because I sent pictures to Peach of like an hour away from me, so like I know the general terrain and stuff of where hell I can see that terrain going to work constantly. I can walk to those kind of places.
Lois knows what it looks like.
Yeah, because I pretty much live in the terrain. I'm gonna just go walking. You know, it's again, I see that I live in this kind of terrain. I know how it is. It's pretty flat but hilly, but you can still see for miles, like on a clear day. Is it a clear day?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, you know, I think the party trusts her enough that if she goes and disappears for a little bit, no one's gonna really worry. I say that, but we'll see. I'm just gonna walk.
Also, Lois, I need you to know how much I love you.
How? Why? Who? What?
And how much I need you to know that I make fun of a lot of people for the way they say words, specifically Jessica. And I want you to know that I love you and that you're the only one that I don't make fun of when they say certain words.
And let me tell you, it takes her a lot not to do it.
Thank you.
Because let me tell you, I'm in love with the way you say terrain.
Terrain.
Every single time that you've said it, I've almost said a joke, but I have not. But I have not. So you're welcome, and I love you.
I love you too, Peach. Oh god. She's gonna
Jessica doesn't get that treatment.
She's gonna wander. She's gonna wander through the terrain. You know, of course, like saying like so that she can still see the house, or if she can't see the house, it's like just over like a little ridge of like a hill or something like that. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just gonna walk, just do what I can sometimes do. It's just like, you know what? Of course, she doesn't have headphones, but if she had headphones, she'd have headphones on. But yeah, she's just gonna walk
Dracula
around.
blasting in her ears.
God, actually, I don't know what music she would listen to if she would lived in this world. God, I'd actually think about that at some point.
I was listening to that earlier while making the maps.
Yeah, she's just gonna walk, and again, still try and stay within eye shot of the house. That way, if someone is like, "Where the fuck is?" Oh, I can see her. She's like a little speck over there. Of course, she's gonna have her weapons with her and make sure she's got her armor because dangerous place and you never know when things are gonna go wrong. But yeah, she's just gonna walk for however long she feels like walking for, until someone either calls her back or she decides, "Okay, I've been out. Oh, look, the sun's going down."
Oh shit! I forgot I was drawing again.
Yeah, and as this time is walking, but yeah, that's what she's gonna do.
All right, I'm gonna jump to somebody else. Is that okay?
Yes, it's all good.
What's the cat doing? Borb.
Ah.
Ah.
Big hickety heck. But
Spooky.
yeah, Boo's just gonna actually continue her morning rituals and prayers because for some reason she's feeling off. Like really off for some reason. Like things might not go as planned in the near future of some kind. And feeling, somewhat nervous, but hopefully, with with some guidance and with her friends, she can push through the rest of the week, hopefully. And with that prayer being done, she's gonna exit her room finally, even though it's like, what, 2-3 hours after the morning.
I want to say it's when you do finally exit the bedroom area. I want to say that it's around like it's just starting to get like to be 11.
Ah, okay. So Blue's gonna call lunch her breakfast then. I see.
Mhm.
Well, Blue's just gonna walk outside and see the sun, and she's just gonna say, huh, how long was I inside for? When did I wake up? Huh. And she's actually gonna try and look for the wizard guy if he's around, for some more information and stuff.
All right, here we go. Cue the Scooby-Doo music as we go through the roulette of doors again. Woohoo!
Oh, Jesus fuck.
All right, Burb. Which door is Bowie gonna go through first?
Hold on, I need to scroll all the way up to find the fucking doors. What's door number 4?
I texted Lois. Earlier. I'm like, Lois, I'm gonna regret this, but there's so many fucking rooms.
What's door number 4?
4A?
No, I can't tell because it's cut off. It's towards
Hold
the Yeah, I guess it's 4A, I guess.
4A is the bathroom. You peek your head into the doorway and you see the long hallway that you know leads into the baths.
Ah. Okay then. Jesus Christ. I'll never get used to these buildings of some kinds. But yeah, damn. What's on the very bottoms? Are those doorways or windows?
The 3 that are all on the same wall.
Yeah.
Those all lead into the same room, which is a very large greenhouse.
Very large greenhouse. Well, Bowie might as well visit, see what they got, while she's looking for the Grand Wizard Man.
All right.
I really
You
want to
walk.
say something, but it will get Lois banned off of Twitch.
Don't do it. We
It-
need Twitch for Lois's monies. He needs to make the monies.
Yes, I
It's the
know.
dollar store.
I'll say it in the
Could
cap.
be.
I'll say it in the Calamus after show, which is only on Patreon. Sponsor us a Patreon, guys.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
All right. You walk into the greenhouse, and as before, you see the giant fuck off tree in the middle of the room, and I just realized, Verb, do you know which one of the pictures is the greenhouse one?
Let me check. I assume it's the one that says. That's just the green box with a bluish green circle in the corner.
Yes.
Ah, yes, I guessed right.
All right. So in the center, you see a giant fuck off tree. It's very, very large. The flower bed that surrounds the room. You can see a bit of the pond that's on the other side of the tree, and you see Darius walking around.
Well, hello there, she says to Darius.
Good morning.
I'm assuming everything's alright.
I haven't stepped outside yet, but Indoor seems to be doing well.
That's good. Anyways, have you seen the wizard guy anywhere? The the Javius, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I haven't. But I do believe I know where his rooms are.
Hmm.
Check the northeast door in the house. Or, check 3A.
3. Okay. Hopefully doors are labeled, as you said. But
Open your
thanks.
third eye. That's how I found it.
Okay.
My fucking god.
Oof. Anyways, thanks.
What exactly are you looking for him? I understand if it's not my business.
Mainly, how long are we going to stay here and stuff like that? Because remember, we do got a quest that we need to do.
I imagine it's up to us. I
Yep.
highly doubt he'd try and keep us here.
Yep. Well, sorry about the entire group on a detour like this.
There's no need to apologize. It's been nice not being in immediate danger. Although it may be dirty to admit, I don't like the planes. Something about Calamus as a whole feels off.
Understandable. But if you need me or ever want to talk, just feel free to ask.
Thank you, Boui.
Hmm.
It's good to know we have people like you around and the others we can depend on.
Yeah. Good to know that there's a decent human as well. I was about to lose my faith in all of them till you arrived.
Maybe you could introduce us then.
Oof. Self-burn, the best ones.
Oof. Actually, to be honest, I couldn't hear what Darius said, but it's okay. I'll rewatch it later.
He said that you should introduce him sometime.
Yes. But with that being said, Boo's gonna check the door that Darius mentioned, which is... Fuck, I already forgot. Typical of Bowie. Fuck.
It's 3A. I'm gonna give it to you.
3A.
I'm getting
Okay.
tired of the game of guess who.
3A then.
Mm-hmm. All right, you get up to 3A, and the wizard is indeed in the study room. He's walking around doing. Hang on. He's walking around doing some things, like collecting some stuff, wizard stuff, you know.
Wizard stuff. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you don't need assistance.
Oh, no, not at the moment. I am currently just gathering things that I will need for the spell that you have requested from me.
Do you mind if I can
And it'll
observe?
take.
Sorry.
No, go right ahead. It's fine.
Do you mind if I can observe?
No, it doesn't bother me at all.
Not even the risk of people stealing your work? Unless this has already been done before by someone else.
Oh no, it's not. This is my own spell that I created. There's, to my knowledge, not another spell like this one. I'm not the most talented wizard, so I'm sure there are others that could make the spell more simple and more quick to do. However, this is the safest option that I have found, and thus the best option to do. So, while it does take some time to prepare, it is the best option.
May I ask how much time? I'm just curious.
About midday. Should be finished by the evening. That way you can use it before dinner. And then if you wish, you and your people may leave by tomorrow afternoon or something. Whenever you do choose to leave.
Well, we do have business up in Lake Point, especially with the ongoing investigations and such.
Yes, I've heard of what's been going on in Lake Point. Nasty business is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see that there's a group of people willing to go look at it. I would, but I am unable to at the moment.
Bit preoccupied with studies, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
But I do wonder what would happen to all of Calamus if people realize that we are from Magia and that we've helped people from this continent. Because if I recall correctly, Calamus and Magia do not have a good history, if I recall.
No, they don't. And while one could put the sole blame on Magia, blame could also be pointed at Calamus. There is no one nation that is entirely innocent, or and nor is there a nation that is solely guilty. While Magia has done terrible things to Magia and its citizens, there are things that Calamus has done that could be also considered quite bad. I'm sure you landed there when you first came here to Calamus, but the military outpost on the coast, on the lone island off the coast of this wonderful place, has been. They've tried to have people live there several times before, but have always been run off or murdered by the people who call this place home.
Then again, it's also understandable as to why they would want to defend their homeland. Because
No,
sometimes
100. Go ahead. Sorry.
sometimes when people take an inch, they often go for a mile. Sometimes they try to usurp when you don't even know it. I've experienced it myself. But at the same
He's
time,
gonna
killing innocents isn't, you know,
continue.
killing innocents isn't, you know, right, I guess. It's best to know your opponent's motives before you act. And I assume they attacked first, right?
I could not tell you. I have never been there when such acts have taken place. The citizens of Calamus have not always been hostile to those of Magia. However, I'm sure that you've heard some stories of the atrocities that Magia has done unto Calamus. Before those atrocities ever occurred, the people here were welcoming to those of Magia, but after having their people slaughtered for having magic and being of a different race or whatever reason there was back then, people grew distrusting of humans and anyone that had anything to do with that country. So while I myself am not from Magia, I understand the point of view from people from there and from here.
Interesting. And I apologize for asking so many questions and bringing up all this.
Mm, Well, no, nothing against me or you. They're just questions.
Hmm.
Ow.
You alright?
No, that was me.
I thought
My
that was...
lap.
Oof.
No, my laptop decided that it wanted to make a very loud ding in my ear.
Oof. I thought the wizard's kneecap finally gave in.
Call 911, Bowie. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oof. You have your life alert. You'll be fine.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Lois. Damn. But yeah, Boo's just gonna quietly observe from like the corner of the room, I guess, while he does stuff, because she is curious on how these things are made and such.
All right. I'm gonna jump from somebody to somebody else, okay?
Yee. Bowie
Yee.
skips breakfast to learn.
As everyone should do. I'm joking. Breakfast is important, even though I don't eat it.
I'm pretty sure half of us don't eat breakfast. They just skip to lunch.
Breakfast is my lunch. Wait, no, other way around. Lunch is my breakfast.
Lunch is my breakfast.
Nice. Okay.
See, I don't get hungry until 2 hours after I wake up, and by that point it is lunch, so I'm not sure if it counts for
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, same. I could eat breakfast before I go into work in the morning. However, it doesn't happen. Anyway, should I go to the fish or the bird?
How about
Whoever
both?
speaks first.
Because Kenneth was making his way probably down to the kitchen anyway. I really need him to walk in on the double Brook because somebody has to witness this.
Double broken 8 cats.
All right. You know what? Fine. We're just gonna lay this scene out. All right, here we go. Kenneth, whatever it is that you've done this morning, we're glancing over it. It doesn't matter. This is what matters, okay? You walk into this kitchen thinking, I want some nice breakfast. Ufaris is a really good cook. And you walk in, and instead of seeing Ufaris cooking, what instead you see is 8 large Maine Coon cats. All of them very, very fluffy, magnificent cats. And then you see 2 two Brooks of various sizes.
He stands there for a second, just looking around. Did Brook take Hatpin? He's
Hold
very
on.
confused.
Pause. Somebody who has the art talent. I need you to do the Spider-Man meme where they're pointing at each other, but it's to Forrest and Brook.
I need that now.
Please, for the love of God. If anyone has the time or the energy, please, I beg of you.
Oh, McKinley! Oh, yes!
It's a secret gift that's gonna help us later.
Things I never thought I would hear Peach say.
Nice.
Quote that
So,
daily.
do we see him walk in?
Yeah. So like you guys have just finished getting done with like food. You did breakfast, but like no one really showed up. So you said like, you know what? We're gonna eat this real quick. You guys didn't get that much done before you realized it was probably time for lunch anyway. So you guys had just finished like making some lunch stuff, and just as you were finished, the bird walks in.
The bird walks in with a bird on one shoulder and a mouse on the other because he's thinking these two need some fresh food, not stale bread.
Brooke picks up one of the cats, just kind of holds it like you know how you sometimes hold cats and their legs are just dangling.
The cat just looks like, oh God, help me.
Yeah, like that,
Oh, look, a
exactly.
bird. Oh, a mouse. Ooh.
You know, Brooke picks up the cat, brings it over to Kenneth. Would you like to join us?
She steps back for a second.
I need you to roll real quick. The bird. Kenneth
Okay.
needs to roll perception to see if he realizes which one's Ufaris, which one's Brook.
Well, he has a pacifism. I'm curious now.
Yeah, you
No.
don't know. You're just like, oh God, which one are you?
There's two Brooks.
He takes a step back and he tries to like usher his pets into his little satchel, being like, please don't get ate. What think Brook take happen?
Oh
We
no,
like
this
to.
is something far better. There could be 3 of us if you use the hat pin.
Is Hoot sleeping? Hoot feel not normal. What? And then like he's pointing at both of them, being like this. Hoot
You
needs
see the other
ice
Brook,
check.
or rather, you hear the other Brook is laughing very, very hard.
Hoot want know what's happened? Or actually, better yet, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
You see, what I am doing here presently, my dear Hoot, is something I like to call shenanigans.
Please, for the love of God, stop. I see.
Long story short, Ufaris cat can disguise herself as people, yada yada. She turned into me. You know, she's literally a foot shorter than me. Like, eh. You have the hat pin. Would you like to turn into me and make this duo into a trio?
Hoot has hat pin, yes.
Trio, trio, trio.
Has hat pin, yes. Ufaris, no hat pin. How Brook?
Spell.
He looks over at the other Brook. Spell?
Yeah, it's called disguise self.
As soon as she says that, his face just goes, oh, it's like with complete understanding at this point. Oh, okay, who knows? He sighs, shakes his head, and then next thing you know, boom, third Brook.
Oh, this is perfect.
He sighs and shakes his head, one hand just like face palming, the other hand going like in a downward motion as he very quietly mutters the word change.
I hate this place.
I love it.
I started this, but I hate it already. This is my own fault. Again,
It
it's my own
is.
bed and I should lay in it.
You listen, you
For
open this can of worms, now lay in it.
For once, it wasn't them. It was me. We have no one to blame but me.
And then after he changes, he just quotes, I'm assuming you had a good morning?
Yes.
Who said that?
I think it was the fire genasi all the way back from episode 2.
Good God. Anywho, want to help us give everybody lunch?
We will do our best, I promise that.
I hate you.
But Kenneth, realizing this opportunity, he speaks normally for a second. I mean, what the hell could go wrong?
I mean, Boui could just try and kill us, probably. I don't know.
Darius and me. Because honestly, Darius and Hoot is like the slightly more tame version of Brook and Boui.
Nice.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, ladies, let us go.
With that, Hoot flips his hair over his shoulder. We shall.
Brook's hair is pretty short.
She has that one side that's kind of like more floofy that he could like
I mean,
push
yeah, fair
behind
point.
him.
Yeah.
So like he does that and goes, "Let's go," as he like fixes his outfit a little bit and goes to like grab something. Because listen, this bird is pretty much non-binary. When he gets the chance to be a gender other than male, he likes to flaunt it a little bit. He's a little bit like a peacock. You give him colors, it's there. Just whoosh.
There's also just an army of cats following us.
I hate it here.
It's wonderful.
So to be completely honest though, you did this one to yourself.
You did, honestly.
See, you thought the bed you made and you had a lion was Kenneth with the books. Oh no, the bed you made and you had lion was the three Brooketeers.
Brooketeers.
You did this one to yourself. So
Well-
as I start to walk, Kenneth's gonna look over at the real Brook. How long are the cats gonna be there?
The cats last as long as a spell, so how much time has passed? I look over at Ufaris. I mean, the cats last as long as the disguise spell, so
I think it's only been like 30 minutes.
all right. So yeah, we got 30 more minutes left of the cats and Brook number 2.
I'm shocked you haven't been caught by anybody else yet.
We've just been in the kitchen, honestly.
Okay. He says slightly concerned. The three Brooketeers.
Yep. All right. With that, I guess we're gonna go around and try and find everybody for lunch.
All right, you know what? I can't do this right now. I think it's been a very short session and I apologize, but I think we're going to end it here because I am very tired from work and I had to work again tomorrow and I just cannot concentrate long enough to get this thing going. And if y'all want to
Okay.
do shenanigans, I want to be able to concentrate.
That is completely
Shenanigans.
fair.
And participate.
This just gives me time to plan said shenanigans.
Oh boy.
My DMs are open.
I already have an action for when Bowie finds the 3 of them.
Ah, lovely.
I'll tell you now, my armor class is 18. Not class, but like armor is 18.
Yep.
I know where that's going easily.
Yep.
Just hope he doesn't aim. Well, hopefully Billy doesn't aim for you, Ferris.
But
Then
the
again, I feel like she
question
would
is,
deflect pretty well.
The question is,
Wait, how
what's your acrobatics?
Oh
Plus
no.
7.
how tall is Brooke?
Brooke is. Hold on, it's been a while since I've looked at this. Yeah, she's 5'6".
How tall is Ufaris?
Oh, I'm incorrect. With the spell, she can grow up to 1 foot shorter or 1 foot taller, so she's actually the same height as Brooke right now.
Oh shit, let's go.
How tall is she normally?
5 foot. If I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Which
sweet.
makes
So
her slightly taller.
all right. So
Just kinda
any comments
awesome.
about the Brooke being mini is just God now. Any.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. So all three of them are perfectly identical. This is perfect. Yeah, mini as in
Literally,
younger.
they're
Yeah,
all
exactly.
exactly
Mini
the
as in
same.
younger now.
The 3 Brooketeers. I need that as a picture now.
Honestly, oh my gosh.
Like,
Just
it's the mini Donald Goofy, but they're all Brooke.
oh god, no, and then the 8 cats following them. The 8 Maine Coons.
God, they're gonna get caught by, oh, how do I say his name?
Gravius.
They're gonna be caught by Darius, and they're all gonna get yelled at so badly, and I'm gonna feel sorry for you, Faris.
I love you, Forrest. She's wonderful. Thank you for this character.
She's just trying to have fun, but her mentor is just gonna be like, you're misusing this spell.
No spell is misused as long as it's in the name of shenanigans.
Yeah, he doesn't look like the shenanigans type of person. This is gonna go downhill pretty fast, and I know it. Kenneth's already got yelled at once.
F.
We treat her like she's 7. Anyway, stream, thank you for coming along and listening to our terrible shenanigans. Hope you had an entertained time.
And don't forget, guys,
No.
if you can't,
Sponsor us, Mountain Dew. Sorry, we haven't done that in a
make
while.
sure to always make sure to go to the doctor if you think you have ED.
No.
And don't
Jeez.
forget,
I
there's a new
don't.
flavor of Mountain Dew out. And
Really?
if you drink enough of it, then maybe they'll sponsor us.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to go to G Fuel for a sponsorship. I don't think Mountain Dew.
Let's try Dr. Pepper.
Oh dear lord.
Dude, Dr. Pepper's, if Dr.
Heretical.
Pepper did that, I'd be so happy.
Roman men's health products. We talk about ED every episode. Sponsor us.
I mean, he does have a point.
My mic didn't pick up on it, but I just did the biggest sigh ever.
The Triforce of Brook.
Brook Triforce.
No.
Now I'm just
Yes.
imagining a huge group of cheerleaders, but they're all just Brook, and they're making a pyramid.
No.
Oof.
Oh gosh.
Wait, is Lois here or nah?
My boy?
I'm here.
Ah, okay. You were
The
just
stream just
silent
ended,
for
I think.
No,
half.
I haven't. No, I haven't yet. I will say.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now it loaded.
It's raiding. I'm doing a raid.
Raid.
Raiding a good friend, madam of mine.
Wait.
Yo,
Let's
make sure to be in the
go.
raid, everybody.
I think everyone actually who is watching is in the raid. So, good night, everyone.
Toodles.
Night.
See you
Night.
in
Thank you
same
for your
bat channel, different bat time.